Champion, you know why we're here, man. It's late at this point. New Jersey Twork versus Murda Mook finally went down. Homecoming in New York. Big stage, Irving Plaza. All the trash talking over the years. I think since 2019. Years and years and years and years. You're trash. You're trash. No, you're trash. Huh? Your lines don't add up. You're not lyrically inclined. You don't rap as good as me, man. You're not explode. The back and forth over years, they finally get to settle the score on a big stage, and I'm appreciative of that. I will say, to me personally, off the top of my head, it could be some recency bias in there, but after watching this battle multiple times, I think this is a top 5 battle of 2023. Yeah, top of my head right now, recency bias included, because it just happened. You know what I mean? And I was in the building for it, so that adds elements to it. I think this is a top 5 battle in 2023 for me personally. And salute to both of them for not letting the matchup prior, T-Rex versus Chestnut, hinder this, dog. You got to think they respect each other's space, they respect each other's time, and there was no craziness on stage, and we got a complete battle. So kudos to them for that. As far as me assessing the battle, not Team Twork. I'm not Team Murda Mook. You got to think going into the battle, both of these guys thought I had them losing. I sit down, Murda Mook, you got Twork winning, don't you? You got, come on, Black. You got Twork winning, don't you, huh? You piece of shit. You got Twork winning, don't you, huh? Huh? I sit down with New Jersey Twork. Why you got Mook beating me? Can you break that down, Black? Why you got Mook beating? In the prediction, so they both thought I had him losing. You know what I mean? I salute to both of them, and I will give them credit, because you got to think Murda Mook has been battling for how long? Damn near 2 decades at this point, 2 decades. And he still is main eventing and competing at a high level against the best. Rock, Geechee, Twork, he's the people that y'all want to see him against, he's taking these fights and he's competing. And every time they battle him, it's as if they're battling the boss. They're some of their best work. Their rounds are longer, and the anticipation is high. So shout out to Murda Mook for being one of the guys, the end game boss that you fight. And it's a spectacle in a good way. But also shout out to New Jersey Twork, because, in my opinion, this year he's been very consistent. He's taking his career in his own hands and making sure everything's, in a sense, spotless, right? In terms of every battle. You can say Twork was good in that battle, or Twork, you came in and prepared and did what he's supposed to do that battle. And salute to you for that. We appreciate that, man. We want you to be this way every single time. Every single time for all your opponents. And I feel like this year he kind of just did that. But with that being said, we can get into the battle. Ladies and gentlemen. And we'll have multiple champion reviews on this battle. So I don't want to waste your time right now. I'll waste your time a different day with more people involved, right? But if I say who won the first round, you would say
the Trump. Be mad months before they go there. By the time they found your Uncle Murda, been wrapped up a whole year.
All right. If I say, yo, who won the third? You would say.
And if you get pinched, they know to stay silencio. The baby ain't out, but it's with me, though. It's an embryo.
And we'll get into that. The Briz Rothstein. I'll save that. We'll save that. Shout out to Briz. Briz, we got to talk at some point. Briz, salute to you. We'll get to that. We'll save that. Keep that in the files. We'll get back to that certain point. For time's sake and the fact that this is late, let's get straight to the second round. I feel like this is the round people debate. This is the round people argue about. Let's get straight to it. Murda Mook went first. So in the second round, he's going first in the second round. The bill collector, not a joke. Why you woke? Thought that was cool. It's consequences when you forget your ish. I like that. Can't get in the casino, but I guarantee you at 18 they're gonna take a hit. The 30, then he got no reactions for this, and I thought this was dope. The 38 never put me in a jam, but sure got me out of one. Crowd was silent. That's Murda Mook in New York. What y'all doing? Why the crowd silent to shit like that? Razor hitting the plate. You know what that make the sound of? The nigga that chop up the chicken at the halal truck. I thought that was dope. My class is special. It's the reason a few of us in it. Okay. We're gonna save that file too. Because you was at that battle, good brother. I thought this was the highlight of the second round. shit, probably between the both of them. One of the highlights, or one of the best lines, are just pure rapping for me. Y'all talk like itches. Y'all talk about business. That's not your business. Mind your business. Worried about what Jay Black is getting. What y'all now is not what I'm getting. I thought that was complete fire. I didn't even know the raps, and while he's saying that, I knew the raps. I'm like, that's life. Like, mind your business, man. If what I'm doing over here is what I'm doing, man. Worry about what you doing. Mind your business. What I got going on is not what you got going on. I apologize to the headphone users. I'm sorry. What I got going on is not what you got going on. Worry about what you got going on and mind your business. Huh? I thought that was fire. And again, that was a pocket right there. It wasn't just one line. It was just a statement piece. That low key, that's an IG caption right there. And he goes on. I think he says, "I create and delegate the game plan I made, man." I thought that was fire too. So again, Murda Mook has a good second round. And I can keep going. Everything from your neck down. Ain't gonna listen to you neither. So that was dope. He gets to another pocket, which I thought was dope as well. The detectives won't even get sketches. I'm a quick draw. Hit him with 6 and 6 more. He'll be back in the 6th floor before the elevator make it down from the 6th floor. 60 shots. It's gonna ring till it stop. You got a missed call. If it's war, welcome to the thrift store. I can get you big raw. Only thing to get ripped off is whipped doors. Only nigga that ever cost me living to talk is Chris Paul. That was dope. This was, I think this is some of Murda Mook's in terms of what he's done prior. Even on big stages, the quality and the work is there. I like this. So salute to Murda Mook. I thought this was dope as well. Being tall just make you a bigger little nigga. So Murda Mook had a good second round. The way he ended it too was kind of crazy. He said, "Shoot you in your balls, no hard feelings." Okay. So New Jerzey Twork goes, and he starts off, with this response. Because, again, if you watch the face-off, he definitely said, listen, if he mentions my BM, I'm going to violate. I'm going to take it there. Don't get mad at me when I say certain things. And if you watch the battle back, someone in the crowd says, yeah, you're supposed to violate right here. You're going to violate right here. So when he says his line, I think it's a good line. But, again, it's not like, oh, it's going to make Murda Mook want to swing at you. Right? He says, my BM, a court-appointed lawyer, you don't even got a chance of beating Murda. Cool line, but I feel like, again, this is not a violation of, things we thought you was going to say. And he goes into the only nigga to eat off a dying hippopotamus is a vulture. And if you don't know, the hypocritical dying hippopotamus. By the time you land this punch, I'm already 3 lines over the dot. Wi-Fi signal, what? You ain't do shit fans desire to get no goat praise, nigga. They only fuck with you for what you did in the old days, nigga. But I'm a whole grave digger. It's a big difference between Mount Rushmore murder and a stone-faced killer. That was hard. Yeah, me? This ain't when you was back on the Blockbuster. We put the DVD era out of business. Huh? You also had the concrete evidence that was fired. Thought this was cool. The Catholic school, we give niggas the slack, but the itches get killed. And I thought this is where the round really picked up. And again, I thought he had some ish. The Wi-Fi signal, Hitman for Hire, all that's good. The Stoneface Killer, but I think this is the round where the separation for me personally began. Oh my God.
In New York, just minding my Genghis clutching. And we ain't coming to Manhattan to play no games. We sliding on Dave and Buster. I get my...
And to play no games. We sliding on Dave and Buster. What? What? See, this is the problem. Y'all can't listen. Be careful who you interview, man. Because again, if Dave East don't say nothing, he does not have that bar. If Dave East never says anything, he does not have that bar. You hear me? And then right after this.
Get the chop in these damn boys. I zigzag all through the dots. Look like I'm unlocking an Android.
You know what I'm saying? I'll zigzag all through the dots like I'm unlocking an Android. And the crowd start to chant 2-0. And I will say the crowd chanting 2-0 for me personally. I mean, you gotta think he's in New York. He's supposed to have disadvantage in the crowd to say this, and then Murda Mook in the first round saying the crowd. He's saying that the New York crowd can just listen and the condition to hear. So, but to me, I feel like it's not gonna mean as much. But I will say, I see people, you can't on one side say, yo, when they cheer 3-0 for him, it means a lot. But when they cheer a 2-0 against him, it means nothing. I think that part is crazy. So we gotta watch when you pick and choose to make things valid. It's either on that side or this side. The chant means something or it don't mean something. Like make. And, and when you're on that side, you gotta stay there in terms of what you credit and what you don't credit, all right? But even after the 2-0 chance, right? And again, I feel like the zigzag, he could have ended his round right there, and then you would have you could possibly have him win a second round. Their brother keeps going. And I think he had a longer round than Murda Mook. The metal in the boots and steel toed, the 21 days naked and afraid, to take this formula, when you in a compound, you never got your element, that entire pocket right there, and y'all said the brother got on substance. How? What are we talking about? Rapping, he's doing these things. We're making it seem as if Twork is not saying anything. And to be critical about it, damn near 90% of what he says in the second round is tailored for Murda Mook. Dave and Buster, tailored to Murda Mook. Wi-Fi signals, tailored to Murda Mook. Hitman for Hire is tailored for Murda Mook. Yeah, I think everything he said was tailored for Murda Mook in the second round. I thought this was hard too. DVD era to DVD era, and now your shit too fucked up for your alcohol to fix it. 8 years you've been with Busta Rhymes, and all he did was pass to Cavassier. I thought this was cool. 10 years to give the goat a cut. They pulled the wool over his eyes, and he ended with this: how the fuck is we still in the same spot? If I seen him when we were teens, and 20 years later they came to get me for murder like Keefy D. I gave Twork the second round. I felt like I just had too much in the second round for me to go the other way for me personally. So I gave New Jerzey Twork the second and the first, Murda Mook the third. That's how I'm calling it. Let's debate in the comments. Y'all have a blessed day. Please donate to Champion of the Year. GoFundMe. Surveys will be out at some point. At this point, I'm extended to next week, Wednesday. Y'all do have Easy versus John anyway, so it's be dope if y'all make a decision in terms of who y'all rank where, at least by next week. All right. With that being said, we out. Champion.